the NBA season is kicking off tonight, and every time we have at least one person from the chat on here, we got to ask them about their NBA team. The Wizards going to the playoffs, but that's an expectation. So, Kev, you gotta tell us what your expectation are for the Mavericks.
My expectations for the Mavericks are I'm not gonna be super high, but Mavericks is on that at that point right now this season. The way the team is built and where we're at as an organization is it was go for a championship, but everything going around us, around in the league right now, it's gonna make it extremely difficult. It's gonna be extremely difficult for us to like really just go in there and just take a championship. It's gonna have to be like how the old Mavericks did, like back when LeBron and them formed that super team, and we kept it humble and just caught them by surprise, and we beat them convincingly. So I mean, I see us just getting into the playoffs, anywhere between the 8th to the 6th seed. Maybe we can slide in the 5th seed. Um, Also, like I like the fact how Luka he's actually working on playing off ball because people leave out people leave out that a big reason a big thing with the Mavericks and how the dysfunction was going on was that him and Kyrie working together, they never really had the time to actually get into sync. They never got to form that relationship this season. Here we go.
Yeah, it's you, man. It's you.
Hold up.
You play out week 1 too, man.
Hey, man. All I know is this episode we got money. Hey, Joe. Hey, we doing some things over here, man. We gotta get Eagles on here more often.
I'm about to sign me a guest.
Look, my man said he wants some splits, man. Hey, shout out to Donnell with the $9.99 super chat again.
Tell me what the splits is.
He said, "Oh, you thought I was done? Oh, you thought I was done there?" Nope. Mavericks trash.
He hit the from the big. I'm making everybody cut. But what was I saying? So Luka, Luka's actually practicing playing off ball because of those late time moments with him and Kyrie. They both looking at each other. No, you take the shot. No, you take the shot. And it's like neither one of them was used to being in that situation where it's like Kyrie used to like a LeBron or somebody, or just him being able to take the shot. You got Luka, who's the face of the franchise, and he like, well, Kyrie just going to do your thing. He like, nah, man, this your team. No, we don't, bro. So stop that. I'm gonna get into that too. But so they're actually taking the time out to be ready for those situations. On top of that, Luka's actually injured right now in the beginning of the season. So I feel like we start the season though, we're gonna actually be running a quick tempo game if depending on how injured Luka is or not. I like the team outside of Luka and Kyrie. The youngins, Dirk Likely, I feel like it's a rookie. Reminds me a lot of Tyson Chandler, and ironically, look who's training him and mentoring him, Tyson Chandler. So that's a big plus. He's very vocal. He's showing like leadership skills himself as a youngin. So I only see him just improving as the season goes on. And I'm glad that the first test is actually against Wemby, even though Wemby plays the full. That's another conversation. But just seeing them two, and of course, gonna give them a good test and have them to come out there and be ready just straight off the bat. So also Josh Green just got a contract, 4-year extension, 3-year extension, 3-year, $41 million, something like that. A reason why Mavericks wasn't able to like really like make any other big splashes other than Kyrie is that a lot of teams wanted Green and Hardy. We got some youngins who can hoop. They haven't really shown that they're gonna average 30 and 20 now like that, but the skill is there, the promise is there. They was not letting them go for nothing. So we're gonna see what these youngins do. Not proven, but again, they're gonna let them youngins ball. So I feel like we're gonna be in a lot of games. I don't think it's just Luka and Kyrie or bust. Yes, they're the leaders of our team, but we have others too. We got Seth Curry. We still got Tim Hardaway there. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with him. It was rumors that they was gonna move on from him, but as of right now, he's still on the team. So I mean, he can go
every year.
Yeah, exactly. So he can go out for 30 any night. He can get hot one night, and you never know. Then we picked up bro from the Celtics.
Grant
Yeah, Grant Williams. I mean, he's not much of a scorer, but he's a gritty, hard guy. He's a like a Draymond Green of the team to keep the post going and bring the energy. I'm just saying, like the energy and with the defense coming on, we haven't had that with the Mavericks in a while. So that was something we was missing on the defensive side. And by J Kidd, which surprised me was that our defense was something, but J Kidd is supposed to be a defensive minded coach. So hopefully that will play a part on this team this year. I just feel like the Mavericks are slept on heavily. People talk about we don't have depth. I mean, I think we have plenty of depth. We just don't have a superstar studded team outside of Luka and Kyrie to really, huh?
Go ahead.
Go toe to toe with a lot of these juggernaut teams that's out there. But we have the skill set to go up there. We never had a problem with scoring. It was just the defense. And what we do, we basically picked up all defense while also keeping scores on the team. So we're gonna see.
Hmm. Is it on me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
I was letting Kev get his expectations off. I don't really got too much to add to that because I'm an Eastern Conference type of guy. Right? So
I feel like if we get into the show, we can make something happen depending on the matchups. We just gotta control the tempos at the end of the day. We can't play nobody's game. We gotta actually control the tempo of any game that we in. And I might lie to myself, bro.
I'll say this about the Mavericks. They made two moves to help out with the defense. That's when they drafted Lively out of Duke and when they got Grant Williams. That was the two pieces they needed to help out with defense. But it has to be a team effort. I think that's the biggest thing. That's the reason why I guess I don't put too much on Jason Kidd for last season and not having defense because you didn't really have any defensive minded players. Other than what's the
Kyle?
I mean, yeah, but not him necessarily. I think he got traded to the Brooklyn Nets, I believe, to go get. I think he was in that Kyrie trade.
That's he got traded with Spencer. What's his name? I know you're talking about, but go ahead. I'll look it up. Go ahead.
But you traded away your best defensive player for Kyrie. And that's kind of what hindered your that's what hindered your team. You already didn't have a lot of defense, and you traded away the best defender that you had. I mean, granted, you went and got Kyrie Irving, so I get it, but you gave up what you needed for something that you didn't necessarily need, but it was a plus because we all know what Kyrie
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith. So you already know what can happen with what Kyrie. The thing is it going to be able to work out with Kyrie and Luka? Because we've seen how it was with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. Didn't work out so much.
Yeah.
And then with Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and James Harden, didn't work out. When Kyrie was with Boston, they were young, but you had Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. Didn't really work out. So for me, it's just Luka got to stay healthy. That's the biggest thing. So your best player has to stay healthy. I wouldn't say that Luka and Kyrie both have to average 30, but they both have to average 25 plus.
I mean, that's easy though.
I think it's easy, but it has to be automatic. It has to be like every night that's going to happen. And Kyrie got to be focused. Kyrie has to be focused this season. He got to come out. I believe he is too.
See him cut the beard off out here looking like Spencer Dinwiddie.
Look, I believe he's focused as well. And look, Kyrie's my favorite point guard in the league, so I want him to be able to be successful. So my thing is, it's just that, like I said, you just got to be able to play defense, and that's defense takes effort. It takes skill, but it's more so effort than skill. So you got to be able to do whatever you can to make sure you make an effort and play defense. So they just got to be focused. If the entire team is focused and they do what they need to do, they got more than enough scoring on the team. So I don't think scoring is going to be an issue. It's just they have to be able to defend, and that's what matters. That's what wins championships. No matter if it's football, basketball, even baseball, got to be able to play some kind of defense to win a game. So
it's facts. Also, I also left out that Kyrie and Luka actually have been bonding off the court as well. And another thing I think will help with the Kyrie flaming out with other people is that Luka and Kyrie come from two different cultures, so like it's not gonna be too much of a headbang. I don't think Luka's gonna be too like intrigued, or I mean not even intrigued, just worried about any of that other stuff that Kyrie be into. You know, when you with people of like in culture and stuff, you always got something to say, like, bro, what you talking about and all this other stuff. Luka's not gonna be worried about that part of what Kyrie got going on with the world being flat and stuff like that. I think that right there alone, just being around.
They gonna the running joke. I'm glad you said that because the running joke on Twitter right now, they say Luka gonna show up with a kufi on. So how y'all doing, young kings? I've been hanging out with Kyrie.
Yeah. But I think that's gonna help a lot with the Luka not gonna care less about none of that. There's no reason for them to butt heads over anything of that nature. Don't care what Kyrie got going on with stuff like that. So that's a plus. But you can go ahead, Tomo.
Well, I'm kind of glad you all said that. As far as the Mavericks finishing 5th or 8th, I could see it. You all being slept on, I can also see that because what was your seeding before the trade? I was like top 3, top 4 team in the West.
Yeah, we was hot. They just tore up the whole chemistry that we had with the glued together bit that we had, and yeah,
and you tanked. That's
yeah, and when you said y'all got to come together as a team, I'm not even looking at the players all together. I'm looking at Mark Cuban as well. Can you go out there at times where you see if we need to move a person? He went and got Grant Williams, but if we need to move on from somebody, and if they are hooping, but we can bring in somebody that's going to be 10 times better than that player, are you going to make that phone call? Like it's questions like that.
I like Nico Collins. I think with Nico Collins, he was very strategic. I'm not going to compare.
You talking about the wide receiver from the Texans? I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
But
that's funny. That's the actual receiver's name.
It is his name.
He's playing both sports. Oh, he killing.
You can tell he's very strategic on how he goes about acquiring players, and he has the background of being with Nike. He got a lot of relationships with a lot of people around the league too, though, so that helps out a lot. So a lot of these sneaky moves he's making is because he knows certain things that a lot of other gyms may or may not be privy to. So I'm just curious.
Another Howie?
No,
I was thinking that at first, but I can't put him on Howie's level. No. But the way he thinks, you would think.
Never said no. Okay, you never said no.
Poor man's Howie or whatever. But like, I'm curious to see how he mixes and matches this roster because again, another thing that rubbed me wrong about Jason Kidd last year was the lineups. Like it's like he was purposely sabotaging us with some of those lineups we were doing. Like, well, I didn't understand it.
That's another running joke where it was like y'all was tanking for some certain reason, so that's there too. But you also got to think it's gonna happen early this season as well. You said Luka's hurt already, like he coming into.
He's not seriously injured. They saying that he's questionable. He may or may not play. They're gonna see how it goes, but he practiced the last couple days, so most likely he's gonna play.
Yeah, he's questionable before tomorrow's game.
Yeah,
there'll be a lot of rotations moving around. Let me ask you this one question before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Lakers, Suns, Spurs. What do y'all rank in between those three?
Are you serious? That was a trick question. I mean, the Spurs, I ain't gonna lie though. The youngin do what he's supposed to do. They can. I don't think they can make too much noise, but Popovich, you never know. But I mean, of course, I'm gonna put us under the Lakers over the Spurs, but I mean, no, you got the Lakers over the Suns.
No, I'm asking out of those three teams, what do you rank y'all? Lakers, Suns, Spurs. Where would you put y'all in that ranking?
Like right under the Lakers and Suns. But I feel like we can clip one of them.
I think y'all can clip this. I think y'all can get the Suns.
I think it might be the Lakers.
I can see that as well.
Yeah, so I mean,
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't see that. I don't see that right now.
No, not right now. No. I'm just talking like if we actually was to get in that bag and be on a hot streak going into the playoffs, we can get them a good matchup. It'll be one of those. Oh, a lot of people gonna pick them, but we catch the right team at the right time. We can catch them. We can get them. And I like the fact that they actually giving the rookie the start. Like Dwight Powell, they've been getting a lot of love to Powell. I like Powell too, but like, come on now, they've been treating him like Eric Dampier, and it's like
he should not start over Lively at all. So that was
he shouldn't, but
that was a smart move.
It was, and when I saw that, I was like, okay, they actually using their brains this time around, so we're gonna see.
And
I'm gonna be talking for sure.
And for the folks, and for the folks in the comments, the only reason I said the Spurs is because Donnell threw the $9.99 super chat up there. If you never threw the chat up there,
I knew why.
I got to do it for the listeners at home. But obviously, I would have said the Clippers or someone else. But we got to see. So with that being said, this was a great show. It's time for us to get out of here. We need to go enjoy some actual NBA. Then we got some MLB. Make sure y'all circle back and check out BWT with my boy Teddy, Jovan, and we got Dave on there. Make sure y'all circle back. Of course, if you click the notification bell, you'll know when all these episodes go up, so you can never miss one. There's no excuses. You check your Instagram every 5 minutes. You scrolling TikTok. Check the show out. So let's get these last words.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.